Have you ever stumbled across a place where your gut screams, turn around, but your curiosity says, yeah, let's make terrible decisions? Well, that's exactly where we're headed tonight. Deep in the mountains of New Mexico sits Urraca Mesa, a place whispered to be the gateways to the underworld, where compasses fail, strange lights dance across cliffs, and appears something that is always watching for trees. So naturally, we are going there.
Because apparently haunted houses ain't enough anymore. Nope. We had to graduate to a haunted mountain. The legends say even native people treat it with extreme caution. Missing scouts, glowing figures, bizarre creatures, enough paranormal stories to make even this season investigators question reality. This place has everything except a gift shop. Probably because the souvenirs follow you home.
I was actually feeling pretty confident until LD told me there were stories about eerie little figures wandering around the mesa. You all know my feelings about dolls, creepy, child sized anything, porcelain faces, button eyes, absolutely not. If one tiny haunted doll pops out from behind a cactus, I'm leaving all of you behind. Sorry, survival of the survival of the fastest.
To be fair, Tiffany, these are not dolls.
Yet,
You two are the reason I have trust issues.
Well, before we attempt whatever may be lurking in Eureka Mesa, let's thank today's sponsor. If your dinner routine is scarier than tonight's episode, you've got the perfect fit. Today's episode is sponsored by the Cumin Club.
let's make authentic indie meals that are ready to about 5 minutes. No complicated recipes, no spending all evening cooking, and definitely no mysterious cursed ingredients.
And if you want to try them for yourself, use promo code HOST to get 30% off your order. Delicious food in 5 minutes? That's way less terrifying than whatever's waiting on Eureka Mesa.
Perfecto. Now grab your flashlight, maybe a compass that actually works, and whatever protective charm makes you feel great.
Because tonight we're exploring one of America's most mysterious paranormal hotspots.
And if I start screaming, just assume the dolls found me anyways. And this is Harlots of Spooktalk.
Oh, you think you got away? Oh, you think you got away? Harlots of Spooktalk. Harlots of Spooktalk. LD is your witch. Tiff is your investigator. Karli is your dark one. Oh, you think you got away? The candle knows your name. LD is your witch. Tiff is your investigator. Karli is your dark one. Harlots of Spooktalk. Harlots of Spooktalk.
Viewer discretion advised. This episode contains strong language, adult themes, potentially frightening content. Listener discretion is strongly advised. All content is for entertainment purposes only. Any true crime or historic information discussed is publicly available online.
We're driven through northern New Mexico. You know there's something different about it. The mountains seem to swallow sound. Forests are so dense that they almost feel alive. And then there's Eureka Mesa. flat top mesa rising in about 8,600 feet above sea level in Colfax County on land that today belongs to Philmont Scout Ranch near Angel Fire in Cimarron. Thousands of Boy Scouts have hiked within sight of it over the decades, but very few are allowed on the top of it. That alone is enough to make people wonder, what are they hiding?
And honestly, that's where a lot of the mystery starts because unlike places that become haunted after a famous shmurda or any abandoned asylum, Eureka Mesa has a reputation that goes back much further than modern ghost stories. People have been telling eerie stories about the Mesa for generations. Some of those stories are Native American folklore. Oh, I remember. Yeah, I've heard, I think, about that. Yeah. Some were passed around campfires at Philmont. Others have grown with every person who claims they experienced something strange there. The difficult part is separating history from legend.
Exactly. You hear people online say things like it's a portal to hell. Demons live underneath it. The government won't let anyone go there. Those claims make for great horror stories, but there isn't historical evidence proving them. What is true is that the Eureka Mesa has become one of the New Mexico's best known paranormal legends, and people continue reporting strange experiences there today.
The name Eureka comes from the Spanish word magpie. Magpies are incredibly intelligent birds across Europe and parts of North America. They've just been surrounded by superstitions for centuries. Some cultures believe magpies brought luck, others believe they carried messages between the living and the dead. Whether that's connected to Mesa's reputation, nobody really knows.
Geo- Geologically, the mesa itself is impressive. Steep cliffs rise almost straight up from the surrounding land. The top is surprisingly flat, covered with pond ponderosa pine forest. If you're standing below it, it almost feels like a giant stone fortress. And because of those cliffs, there are very few easy ways to reach the summit. It naturally feels isolated.
That isolation probably helped create the mystery. Think about it. If a place is difficult to reach, people imagine what might be up there. Every strange noise, every unexplained light, every scary story gets bigger each time it gets retold.
Ooh, like that one movie, remember they lived in the mountains.
I was
They
thinking
didn't
about
live in
the
the
Sims
mountains.
game, and they have a
But I
bird
was
in the Sims.
it was the one where they were like weird people kind of
Hills
like
have eyes.
yeah, that one. Okay, that's what it reminded me of.
Well, one thing that's important to say, you'll often hear people claim that Native Americans believed this was literally a gateway to hell. That's probably not an accurate way to describe indigenous beliefs. Hell, quote, quote, is a Christian concept. Many modern versions of the story appear to translate Native spiritual beliefs into Christian language. Folklore researchers have pointed out that these retellings likely changed over time.
What does seem to be true is that several indigenous groups considered portions of northern New Mexico spiritually significant. Sacred mountains, places of ceremony, and locations believed to have unusual spiritual power are common throughout the Southwest. But historians have found reliable evidence that there was a traditional native belief, specifically calling Eureka Mesa a literal great gate to hell. Much of that language appears in later folklore rather than the documented tribal traditions.
That doesn't stop the stories. One of the most famous legends say There once several stone cat totems placed around the mesa. According to the legend, those totems protected the world by sealing whatever was trapped beneath the mesa. As long as the cat guardians remained, the evil underneath could never escape. Today, people still tell versions of the story. Some even claim only a few of those guardian totems remain, but historians haven't verified the legend as historical fact. It's part of the local folklore surrounding the mesa.
Personally, whether it's true or not, that's an incredible creepy image. Imagine hiking through the woods, finding a weathered stone carving, and wondering, what was this protecting?
That is weird, yeah. There's another interesting piece of history. At the base of the mesa sits Casa del Gavilan. Don't come for me. It was built in 1911. Its owner, Jack, became famous as a storyteller. Many historians believe he helped popularize some of the supernatural tales surrounding Urraca Mesa by sharing them with visitors.
So, it's possible that some of the stories people repeat today actually grew because one man knew how to tell an unforgettable ghost story. And honestly, that's kind of beautiful. Ghost stories survive because people keep telling them.
Now, let's get into some of the reports that were made. People stop and think. These aren't proven paranormal events. They're witness claims, but they have been repeated for decades. People have described hearing whispers when no one else is around, feeling watched, sudden overwhelmingly like dread. The feeling that someone was walking just behind them, only to turn around and find out no one was there.
Bum, bum, bum. One report you'll hear over and over is strange lights, blue lights, green lights, glows moving through the trees. Some campers have claimed lights appeared to follow them. Others believed they saw flashes on top of the mesa during storms. None of these reports have been scientifically verified, but they've become part of the area's legend.
Another story involves a lost Boy Scout. According to local legend, a scout disappeared near the mesa decades ago, never made it back to camp. Versions of the legend say the ghost still wanders the trails looking for the way home. There are historical discussions about a missing scout in the area's lore, but the ghost story itself remains just that, a legend.
That's sad.
One thing that fascinates me is how many people who've ne- never met each other describe the same feeling, not seeing ghosts, not hearing voices, just like that overwhelmingly sense like that they just shouldn't be there. And that's something just wanted them to leave. That's how they were feeling.
Mhm. And whether you believe in ghosts or not, there's actually a psychological explanation that could play a role. When you're standing on in an isolated mesa surrounded by cliffs, deep forest, changing weather, and you've already heard scary stories, your brain becomes hyper alert. Every snap of a twig, every gust of wind, every shadow feels amplified.
But sometimes people still leave with stories they can't explain. And that's exactly why Eureka Mesa continues to fascinate paranormal investigators today.
That's crazy.
Is
Thank you for watching this episode. We're going to put a little dedication at the end. I hope you'll have a great night. Stay spooky and stay out of trouble.
Okay, bye.
I
Blessed.
Felicity.
Mute yourself.
He'll
Well,
come this way, by
if
the way.
It's a good thing she's in that corner. Aim it that way. I'll clip this out, don't worry. Alrighty. You know what? I'm just gonna start over. Have you ever stumbled no,